Hi everyone, I'm going to put together this training on how to make a newsletter for your VIP customers and also for people that you come into contact with at parties and events, because you need to be capturing everybody's information so you can build up that relationship with them and send them special offers that no other consultant is doing. So stand out from the crowd and make sure you are capturing people's information so you can contact them once a month with your special offers, a little update about you, what's been going on in your little HQ and things like that. You can send them out every 2 weeks. It's totally up to you how you want, the frequency of them. But I think once a month is more than enough. And just make sure that they've got some juicy content in there and that you are giving them some fantastic offers. And I always like to put wholesale offers in these because this is even more of an incentive to get people on your list, because we all know that social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anything can just go down, and then what you're left with, you've got nothing. So this is why I always build up a list on my website, on my Mailchimp, and I also use Messenger. I use ManyChat, and I have like about 400, 500 people on there that I can always get offers to, and lots of other things. Right, okay, so let's move on. So with Mailchimp, it is free. I did start off once with Mad Mimi, but Mad Mimi charges after 1,000 subscribers. So go with Mailchimp. You get, I think, 10,000 people free. It may look complicated. It really isn't when you start to play about with it and get used to it. So I'm going to show you how to create a simple newsletter. But first of all, you need to make a list. You can't make a campaign without a list. So we're going to create a list. Just create a list. Okay, so what we're going to call this list, we are going to call this list, oh, let's just, let's keep putting all these information. We don't want that. We're going to call it VIP. Let's get that back on. VIP newsletter and updates. It's just then you know what you've actually got when you start building more newsletters, because like me, I have 10-day training via email and messenger. I have a team newsletter, I have a customer newsletter, I have what else do I have? I have worksheet bundle newsletters. I have lots of newsletters that go out, so make it memorable. And I'm going to use my info at shannonhoward.com. Let's have a little look from, and I always just like to put my name so people, it's personal, isn't it? Shannon Howard. Okay, so remind people how they signed up. So you can, you can put a little reminder in here to say that, let's say, thanks for signing up via my post on social media. It's totally up to you what you write on here. You don't need to write anything, but let's just, okay. So we're happy with that, and it'll have your address on. Right, you need to enable the GDPR. So it's just to keep everything, people opting in and out. Your notifications, you can choose any email that you get notifications to. I don't want a daily summary. I don't want a one by one. I just tend to have a monthly, because otherwise I just get inboxes all the time. So make sure as well you have an email address set up that is for spammy stuff, really, because you can easily overlook important emails. So I always have a couple of emails. I have one that I sign up for, all sorts with, and then I have my normal one that I can easily find important stuff that I signed up to. Right, okay, that's enough of that. We've got the enable, the GDPR, we've got our title, we've just created our first list. So let's save that. Right, now manage contacts. This is what you are eventually going to get when you use your sign up form. So we've got our list. We now need to create our form. So click sign up forms. We're going to form builder. So you can click on there or you can click on there. I just click on there. So let's just move it down. So when you're you're going to copy this link. This is your link to your list. You're going to copy that and you're going to paste it into a post in your VIP group. You could maybe put that into a bit.ly link and call it something like bit.ly.com/newsletter. And that could be on the bottom of business cards. It could be on your party bags. It can be on every single thing that you give out to people at events, parties, and in your groups, because you want people to sign up. And this is the link that you're going to do that. Right, so let's move down. Right, this is what it looks like. It's not very glamorous at the minute. So we're going to design it. We're going to make it fancier. So what we're going to call it, let's just say, sign up for my monthly VIP offers and updates. These are only available to my very important peeps. Okay, let's just save and close that. So when you send the link, that's what they're going to see. They're now going to see that. They're going to see what they're getting. So yeah, let's just make that centered. You can do, or you can do what you want with this. I'm just going to keep it really, really simple for now. Okay, so we've got their email address. We don't, right, the easiest way you're going to get sign-ups is the less forms that people have to fill in. So you only really need the first name and their email address, because you want the first name, because when you're doing an email, it's going to go to, hi, Sharon, otherwise it's just like, hi. Make it a bit personal. So we don't want that last name, so we click on the box, minus. And you do have to do this a few times if you don't want anything in. Okay, so we're done with that. Let's just scroll down a little bit more. That won't even matter. You don't need all this. But maybe you do for something. Maybe you do if you want to do a newsletter for samples. You could easily do a newsletter for samples and add this information in, whatever's going to be best for you. Right, marketing permissions. We don't need direct mail because we are not even going to send out direct mail. So let's get rid of that. Delete. We don't need customized online advertising. Delete that. We are just going to contact them by email. So they're going to click that to say, yeah, that's fine. Please contact me for email. Scroll down. I always sort of change these, things. I'll show you how you do it. Right. So we've got the bones of it now. So let's design it. So you can choose your branding colours, whatever you want. I'll just put one of mine in. This might hurt your eyes a bit, but you can put any colour on there. Then you could, let's see, you can make that bigger. I'm just going to leave that as it is. Right, so your header, you can make it bigger, you can make it whatever you want. Wrapper, body, just play about with it. Monkey Rewards is that logo, and I always go for a simpler one. Let's have a little look. See, it looks a little bit better there, but you'll get the gist of it when you're making it yourself. If you wanted to add something else in as well, you just click add an option and then you can put something in, but you don't want to do that because you'll get more sign-ups by keeping it super, super simple. Right, let's just say we're all happy with that, and let's just save, make sure just save everything, and it's done. And that's it. You've now got your sign-up form. You don't need to go into settings or anything because you've already set that, but if you want anything else, just have a play with it. Right, so now we need to create a campaign because we are going to go and now create our first campaign, our first newsletter to people. And always have it. I use Trello as a way to keep things in mind of which order I want to put into the newsletter. So let us create a campaign. Use that button there. We are going to use an email. There's all these other things, but do not even think about these at the minute. Email. That's all we need to be doing. So we're going to call it our VIP newsletter and updates. Automated is when you start drip feeding. So if you want to add, a follow-up sequence, then you would use automated. But you, for this purpose, just need regular. Okay, now it gets exciting. So who are we sending the campaign to? So you're going to add recipients. You're going to choose your list. So where is there it is. We've got nobody in it yet, but it doesn't matter. Anybody who signs up to that link, you're going to get them automatically are going to get signed up here. Personalize the to, yeah, because we do like first name. Okay, save. Right, yeah, we need one subscriber to send it, so let's just ignore that. So it's going to come from me, and that's the info. The subject, what we're going to call it, let's just put April offers. April offers. April VIP offers. It always sounds a bit better, doesn't it? Oh, what have I done? This is my fingernails. April VIP offers. And what is also good is using an emoji because it's going to stand out in their inbox. And that's what you want. I just like to keep them simple. I don't like all some, cutesy things. I just like to keep it a bit simple. Okay, preview text, you don't really need that. Again, that's just what they're going to see when they scan their email, what it's going to say, but it'll pop up anyway. Right, the content. Now, this is where you're going to get creative. So, we are going to design the email. Now, you can add logos, you can add images, but try not to get too fancy with lots of images and graphics because it won't pull through the email. Less is more. So I've got some saved templates. Let's just see which one I've got here. Got some from team training. I haven't actually got one there. Let's just use toolbox one. You can save these all yourself. There we go. Right, so I'm going to actually, that's probably going to totally confuse you even more. Let's just delete that block because you need to know how to make these blocks yourself. Right, so let's just say you've got the blank screen, then you go and add an image. Now we are going to add some text, so you just click and drag. That's all you need to do, just click and drag. Then when you've clicked on it, you move back over to this side of it and you type. So it'll be welcome, hi, first name, which is your merge tags. Right, hi first name. Welcome to the April newsletter. I have put together some amazing deals just for you. Okay, so we're happy with that. Right, so now we've done that. Let's now add another block. So we're going to save and close. So we've got that. What else could we put in there? We could now, you could add an image in there. Then let's see what else we could do. We're going to add some more text next. Let's put some box text. Drag it over. Right, so then what I would do on here is I would put Power HQ updates. Then I would say last month saw our team rise by I don't know, 300 people, which was amazing, and it's so good to see so many people looking to order at discounts, right? Discount. And then you could talk about I don't know, Charlie the dog. The dog had a great month. He went for a walk to the lakes. So then what I would do, oops, oh, what have I done? Tell you these nails. It's there. Let's save and close that. So then what I would do is I would add an image, drop the block, click and drag, of Charlie the dog in the Lake District. That's what I would do on there because it makes you more know, like and trust. So people then are going to get to know your dog, know what you've done behind the scenes. And that's what people like. That's why I always like to add Howard HQ update so people can see what happens. You know, it could be, you know, I don't know, we made more homemade gin, and I could add some photos of me making my homemade gin, which we all know that I like to do. So get creative, but don't put too many images on. So let's delete that one. And that's all you have to do. You just click the delete to delete blocks and add blocks. So every time you've done something, save and close, and then you can add something else in. So then you can see it's starting to build up. Now, what else I do like to add at the bottom of a as you can see, look, we've got dark colours there. You can change all this under design and stuff. What I do like to add at the bottom of everyone, let's put it under the dog, there, is I do a summary of my blog posts. So in case you missed the blog, here's some great tips for you. Right, so I would put some blog posts in there that they can link back into my blog. Then I'm getting people back onto my website. But also what else I do is, let's save and close that. When I add, we'll add some box text again, and I'll change the colours later. And we are going to call this, let's have a look, motivation for the week ahead. And I would probably do some quotes, just always end with a quote, some tips, some motivation to end that newsletter on. Then save and close. Then you've got your social sharing links on here. Now, these I need to go back into my system and change some of them. It's easy to do, you just click on it and then you see, I know that that's not right. It is shadowhoward.com. And then you just go down, and I don't like using Snapchat anymore, so we'll delete that off. And see, you've got so much control over these. I've got my YouTube, I've got my Instagram, my email. I don't like that one on. I like to use my businessy one. Or at shadowhoward.com. So when people get the email, they can click on all these and go and find you on other networks again, save and close. Right, so we're happy. We've got our email put together. We've got our nice little fancy logo on. We've said hello, welcome to the newsletter. We've got the updates. Then you go on to, obviously, you need to add your offer in. So I would add, you know, probably an image there saying, you know, fragrance of the month this month is, you can get that at, I don't know, £10 a bottle. You know, make sure that it is, you know, as wholesale that you can get it, because nobody else is going to get that deal. They have to be on your newsletter to get that deal. So don't ever give, it's like, you know, why would you have a VIP group that's open and public? Because there's no incentive to join it. Why have a VIP group if all you're going to do is just do selfies in there with product? You need people to be in there to get VIP packs, to get games, to win things, to take part in things, to build your community. And this newsletter does exactly that as well. So you've got your VIP offers, motivation for the week ahead. So now we are going to get this sent. So save and close. And that's it. That is it. Then what you would do is when you've got somebody on there, it's going to then move you to the next section. You never want to share it publicly again. Why would you do that? people get this because they've signed up to it. So you can send a test email to yourself, see what it looks like. But at the end of the day, when you've done all that, all you then need to do is, because that'll say who's on it, is just send. And that is it. Your campaign is done. And you've just sent your first VIP newsletter. You can create campaigns for all sorts, but keep it simple to start with. Get familiar with the back office of Mailchimp. It can be very confusing, but if you just stick to creating a list, create a campaign, and get it sent. I hope you found that helpful. Good luck.